Okay, so in this next video on Conway's journey to health, I am going to clip Conway's nails and trim the hair around his feet. I do have a video planned in the near future on step-by-step nail trimming to show you exactly what to do, and I do a lot of demonstrating and explaining. In this video, my demonstration is really brief, and Conway actually got groomed in the meantime, and he looks pretty cute. He feels so much better too. Alright, so it's important to keep your pet's nails short for so many different reasons. First of all is for comfort and safety. If they get too long, what happens is that if they're clicking on the floor, it actually bruises the nail bed and it becomes very painful for them. Like if your nails are too long in your shoes and you're walking around, or your toenails are too long and they're pushing on the front of your shoes, it's really painful, and that's what happens to pets. And so then when we go to clip them, they hate it. So the majority of the dogs that come into the grooming shop that hate their toenails done, it's not because we're doing anything wrong, it's because the owners have let the nails get too long and it hurts them, especially when we go to clip them. And they think, in association, oh, this groomer is causing me pain. I hate having my nails trimmed. And so what I do with clients is I try to get them to come in. Are you falling asleep? I try to get them to come in every 2 weeks for about 8 to 10 weeks. And I've only had a couple of people that have actually followed through with that. But they start to do the program, and all of a sudden the dog starts getting better and better for his nails, and he doesn't mind it as much. And the reason is he sleeping? The reason is because they're not pounding their nails on the floor every time they're walking, or the ground. So another thing is for slipping on the floors, and that's what we're trying to avoid with Conway here, because I have wood floors, and he just slips all the time. And since we clipped them, he has gotten so much more comfortable on these floors, and he's gained a lot of confidence. When I first got him and his nails were overgrown and he had all that hair on his feet, he was afraid to move. He just, and he would just stand there and just freak out. And so, oh, hello, good morning. Since then, he goes to the door by himself. I don't have to pull him on the leash or pick him up and force him to go outside. He just walks to the door like any other normal dog. Another thing is that the dog's feet can become crippled, and I've seen it in a couple different dogs over the years, and it's very sad. Their toes actually end up having to grow sideways, and it's very sad. So I will of course go into much more detail in my actual how to clip nails video. This is just a video about Conway's journey to comfort. And since I clipped his nails and trimmed them, like I said, his confidence has gotten just so much more. And I'm proud of him. And he's happy. He loves it here. And hi. Hi. You fixing your hair? Can you say hi to the YouTubers? And he smells so much better after his grooming. And he feels so good. We had to shave him down all the way because he was pretty matted from all the chewing that he had been doing on his coat. We were hoping to give him a really cute haircut. This is quite a few days after his actual grooming, so he's kind of scruffy looking right now, but he looked just absolutely gorgeous when you got done, didn't you? And you felt so good. And his skin is better. He's not red and swollen anymore like he was. You need a home? You need a home? You need a home. Okay, the next step would be the toenails. And it doesn't really matter what order you do this in, but you do want to do the toenails before you trim the feet. You can see how overgrown his toenails are. And so I'm going to clip those before I scissor around the bottom of the foot. And I've got my quick stop right here open. That one is already broken off, so it's pretty short the way it is. You're being a good boy. And then just check them to make sure that they're all short enough. And this one can be a little bit shorter. Okay, well, it's a good thing that a dog has 4 feet because the last foot that I just trimmed was not in the frame. So I'm gonna do it on this front foot. So the next step would be to comb all the hair on the bottom of the foot towards the center of the foot and then start trimming. And we want to get all this excess hair off of here so that he isn't slipping on the floor. And you don't want to be using your good shears on a dog that is dirty because it's harder on the metal. And you're going to have your equipment sharpened a lot more often. So I'm just going to get all this excess hair and cut everything flush with the paw pad. And I'm not going to go overboard because we want to make him look really cute for his adoption. He is up for adoption. And I'm just fostering him right now, so. But I do also want to make him really, really comfortable, so. Look at all that hair that we got off that foot. That's a lot of hair. You're going to feel so much better, Conway. You are. I told you, Conway. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of brush the hair out from the foot. Oh, he's so gross and dirty. He needs a bath so bad. I just don't want to traumatize him. And I'm gonna comb it out to the edges and then just trim the excess hair. Now this hair isn't causing his slippage as much as the hair that was on the bottom of his foot. So I'm not going to take too much off because, like I said, I want to make him cute when we do the final grooming. And if you go overboard with the dirty dog, you're going to end up with big chunks taken out and they're not going to look as cute. So there we have a nice, clean, dirty foot. So this will really help with him not slipping on the floor as much. I wanted to get a video of him when he has his little panic attacks and slips and slides across the floor, but I never knew when it was going to happen, and I had the video camera set up and I missed it every time. So, but you can just imagine it was not comfortable. And you can see his skin. He's like extremely greasy and his skin is really pink and it's really, I don't know, he's got some hair loss and he's really smelly. So, you know, moist dermatitis, that's, I guess, more localized, like hot spots, but I don't know. It kind of seems to me that this would be more of a, because his back end is fine. His tail is gorgeous. Where's your tail? Come here, tail. His tail is really good and full, and I think that's what type of coat he had before this allergy started. He just seems so miserable now. So, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, Pet Prepper.